You will like it. I
What?
I will send you link in Discord.
I always forget to do this. I have to start up flawless borderless widescreen mode, whatever it's called. Okay, it showed me. Huh?
But it's actually very good that the code of Ni no Kuni was revoked.
Because you
Because
didn't like it?
yeah, I was lucky. If I will get the money back.
I found it so strange. Like, they only had like 3 audio lines. They didn't even have actors to speak what the characters are saying.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Like, how lazy can you be? That's absolute laziness.
And how we play it, that was also weird. Like,
Yeah, like these Japanese games.
yeah. Bang.
Any luck finding my workstation out in the room?
I managed to find the data and transfer it to your
That's
OS.
very good news indeed. Thank you.
I was there anyway. It was the least I could do.
Well, I appreciate it. Here, you've certainly earned this. Thanks again, Commander.
I have so much money now. I have so much
Yeah.
money it doesn't even show up. Like, the numbers are too short. It's quite funny. In the beginning you got so little money for everything. And now
Yeah.
in the second through play you get so much.
You can visit the Dr. Grill and buy everything from her. So you have money for that. But we already met her. Cover me, Pindra.
I'm glad you decided to help us. I think there's a way to avoid killing the colonists.
What did you have in mind?
I think you could safely use a nerve agent.
Like a gas grenade.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
We'll stay out of your way until you clear a path.
It's quite funny. I always did the same mistake here in this mission. Because now the doctor will give you these grenades, which you can make fall asleep. And I always waste them on people which you cannot save anymore. And it is every single time.
And this is story mission or side mission? Yes, I am.
Side missions. Because this one, there's already the template to side mission. I need a new armor. This armor looks so bad. I don't like it. The one that I have right now.
I did like the white one.
Yeah, cool, but I still sell it. Mistake.
You sold it? What colors do you still have?
What was that creature? creature.
It certainly wasn't human.
No hitting the colonists, even if the Thorian makes them fire on us.
Very well, Commander.
Let's go.
tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain. I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me. It wants me to stop you, but I won't! I won't!
Alright, we just need to find this creature and determine what it... Kila. What is that?
That does not look like any plant I've ever seen. This may be problematic.
Invaders, your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the...
You gave something to Saren.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies.
Give me what I need, and I'll strike back at the one who betrayed you.
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long. Your blood will feed the... suppose I should thank you for
Is
releasing
everything all right? Are you hurt?
I am fine. My name... Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have.
Are you sick?
She tried to manipulate Saren, but in the end, her plan...
Sorry, matriarch.
They become... Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between...
That's what you get for trusting Saren.
Saren is quick to betray his followers and his allies. Once he had what he needed, he ordered his Geth to destroy... Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you vision to truly comprehend them. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean.
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral... I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds...
I need the cipher.
There is a way... Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another... We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glory. Embrace eternity. I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision.
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists.
Jetzt raus da.
They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
I can't believe it. Jong says we'll have all the money we need to keep this place running. It's because of you, Shepard. I can't thank...
Looks like the colony will survive after all.
All traces of the Thorian will be erased in short order. Here's one a second. Commander.
Oh, thanks again. That data will be very...
We've never had... Pharaohs could have...
These people are brave, but the Geth are relentless. My people...
I never thought I would be so thrilled to see us so... Forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorian's influence, every thought was examined and filtered.
What will you do now that the fighting is over?
I may stay, try to recover my losses. I can have new supplies to... Perhaps the colony will survive.
Let me see what you have in
Of
stock.
course. Return. Greetings. What can I do for you?
Let me see what you have in stock.
Of course.
It will take time for this to get back.
Stand by. Decontamination.
Are you okay, Commander? You look a little pale.
It's that damn cipher. That Asari messed you up good. And for what? We still don't know where to find the stupid conduit. What a waste.
The cipher is going to lead us to the conduit. I'm just not sure how yet.
We still have another lead, Commander. That Asari scientist in the Artemis Tau cluster, the Matriarch's daughter. She's an expert on the Protheans. Maybe she knows something.
Don't worry. We'll deal with her soon enough. Crew dismissed.
I've sent off the Pharos report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogenius should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
The Thorian liked to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended up as one of its thralls.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander. Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
That's special Spectre weapons.
I saw one. It was called Banshee.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what
you bet, Commander.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
So what was it?
Both, actually. But it took us a while to figure that out.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development. But there was nothing. No Salarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threaten? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes, walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. I just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Well, you can't get them all.
No, but letting him get away like that. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last
I'm
mission?
glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my out of a deal you worked out with... If I ever get a speeding ticket, I want you to be my admiral.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's
Is this
at.
an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
All right. Let's label it officially off the record. Got something on your mind?
Straight up, there's something wrong with all of this. This Saren is trading people to aliens for some kind of lost knowledge. But we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to Element Zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd rely on a bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is a long way from home.
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot... But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I did... Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Oh, okay. Did the stream even work gerade gar?